why do people regret retiring? Regret retiring. I think people regret everything, right? To me, regret is understanding that there were other possibilities you could have chosen, and you're not happy with the one that you chose. And I know that sounds kind of simple. I mean, that's obviously the definition of regret, but I don't think that you really needed regret. All right, let's put it this way: if you think about it logically, if you think about it logically, no matter what you choose, whether happy or not, there is a million other scenarios that could have been better, but you don't regret it if you're truly happy with what you chose. Does that make any sense? So let's say you make a choice. You go, let's say I went to a restaurant, right? I went to this Mexican restaurant. It's the best restaurant I've ever been to. There's another restaurant that's better, but I don't regret not going to that restaurant because this one was so good. And I think when you plan your retirement and you're happy, you don't regret retiring. I think people regret not making the most of their retirement. I think that's what it is. I think they feel like there was something I could have did, but I didn't. And I think that's what they regret. But I mean, that happens anywhere. I mean, who, I think what gives me comfort and I don't have regrets is that who says that what I was going to do was going to be better than what I'm doing now? Nobody. I was young. I was an athlete or whatever it may be. I could have went to the pros, but I mean, who knows what could have happened? I could have, married somebody I didn't like, or they could have stole all my money. Somebody could have killed me because of who I was, or maybe got beat up. I don't know. Maybe I would have broke a knee and I would have been on painkillers my whole life. I don't know. I don't know what could have happened, right? I could have been Tom Brady. I don't know. But by the end of the day, I don't live those scenarios. I'm only living the scenarios I'm aware of. There's thousands of scenarios I could have. You don't see me regretting not being a movie Thai master, or you know what I mean, or like a jujitsu master, or a monk, or a priest. Like there's millions of things you could be. Why regret anything when you could just live the life that you want? So I guess why do people regret retiring? I just think they just haven't found their happiness. Once you find your contentment, everything else is just gratitude. I found my contentment. Everything else is gratitude. I don't care how much money I make. I have financial advisors that make way more money than me. I mean, millions and millions of dollars more than me. But it's one thing I have they don't. It's contentment. I have enough. What you buy and what you do is what you love. I love buying my hats and my glasses and things of that nature. I'm fine with it. I don't need all the extra. And hopefully retirees feel the same way. And that's what a financial plan is going to do. It's going to give you contentment and say, this is the life I want to live. I don't care what you're doing. Right. And that's where you get financial freedom. That's where you get happiness from.